Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I want to talk about something simple but powerful. It's not a secret formula. It's not a magic shortcut. It's called discipline. When we hear the word discipline, we often think of rules, routines, maybe even punishment. But let me ask you something. Have you ever seen success without it? Discipline is everything, not talent, not luck, not connections, discipline. Let me start by sharing a story. Years ago, I knew someone who had big dreams. Not much money, no fancy education, just a cheap phone and an internet connection. He started a small idea, working every day from a tiny apartment. No weekends, no holidays, just consistent effort. People laughed. They said, "You're too late. You're too small." But he didn't quit. Why? Discipline. Now, he's not just successful, he's respected. Dreams are easy. Discipline makes them real. It's easy to sit back and imagine a better life, a successful business, a fit body, a peaceful mind, a beautiful home, a career you're proud of. We've all done it. We've all pictured ourselves in that future, standing on a stage, leading a company, writing a book, traveling the world. And those dreams feel good. They give us hope. They help us escape, even for a moment, from where we are right now. But the truth is, dreaming costs nothing. It doesn't ask anything of you. It's soft. It's safe. That's why most people are addicted to it, because it's easy to dream and much harder to do. Discipline is different. Discipline is waking up when you'd rather sleep in. It's practicing your craft when no one is clapping. It's saying no to distractions, not once, but over and over again. It's being patient when the results don't show up right away. It's doing the work, not for applause, not for recognition, but because you made a promise to yourself. Dreams feel good in the moment. Discipline feels hard. But over time, dreams fade if they're not fueled by action, and discipline, even though it feels painful at first, builds something solid, something real. People often say, "I have a dream." That's good. But here's a better question. Do you have the discipline to build it? Because the gap between your dream and your reality isn't luck. It isn't talent. It isn't timing. It's discipline. Every great thing you see in this world, every business, every achievement, every transformation started with a dream, but it didn't end there. It was built piece by piece, day by day, through discipline. So, go ahead and dream. Dream big, dream bold, but just remember, dreams don't work unless you do. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, your dreams stay dreams. With it, they become your life. Discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation is like a spark. It lights you up for a moment. Maybe you watched a video, read a quote, or heard a powerful speech, and suddenly you feel unstoppable. You're ready to work, to train, to build, to start that project you've been putting off. For that moment, motivation feels like fuel. But the problem is, motivation doesn't last. You wake up tomorrow and it's raining, or you're tired, or something stressful comes up, and suddenly that fire you felt yesterday is gone. The energy, the excitement, it fades, because motivation is emotional. It depends on how you feel, and feelings are unpredictable. One day you're in the mood, the next day you're not. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline shows up regardless. It's cold, it's consistent, and it's reliable. It says, "I don't care if it's a good day or a bad day. I made a commitment and I'm keeping it." People who rely on motivation will always start strong. You'll see them full of energy in the beginning. New gym members in January, excited entrepreneurs in week 1, students on the first day of class. But as soon as motivation disappears, so do they. People who rely on discipline, they're the ones still showing up when no one else does. Quietly, repeatedly, without fanfare. And that's the difference. Motivation might get you started, but only discipline will keep you going. Motivation is a feeling, discipline is a habit. And in the long run, habits shape your future more than feelings ever will. So yes, get motivated when you can. Let it push you, let it inspire you, but don't depend on it. Build discipline. Because when motivation fails, and it always does, discipline will still be there to carry you forward. That's why discipline beats motivation every time. Small habits shape big futures. We often think success comes from big dramatic actions, launching a company overnight, writing a bestseller in a weekend, turning your life around in one powerful decision. But real success, the kind that lasts, isn't built in moments like that. It's built in the quiet, ordinary decisions you make every single day. It's the habit of waking up a little earlier to plan your day. It's choosing to read 10 pages instead of scrolling on your phone. It's saving a small amount of money, even when it doesn't feel like much. It's sending that one follow-up email, doing that one extra set at the gym, saying no to something easy so you can say yes to something meaningful. These things feel small. Sometimes they even feel pointless. You don't see instant results. You don't get applause. No one's watching. But these small choices compound. Just like water shapes rock through steady drops, small habits slowly shape the direction of your life. At first, nothing looks different. But over months and then years, the gap between someone who builds these habits and someone who doesn't becomes massive. Success isn't one giant leap. It's 1,000 small steps taken consistently with discipline, even when no one's clapping. And the beauty is anyone can do it. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need money or status. You just need to choose each day to do the small thing that moves you forward. You want to change your life? Start small. Build one habit. Stick to it, then add another. You won't feel like you're making progress at first, but give it time. One day, people will call you lucky or talented. Let them. You'll know it wasn't luck. It was your small habits, repeated again and again, that shaped your big future. Discipline creates freedom. At first, that sounds like a contradiction. Most people think discipline is the opposite of freedom. Freedom means doing what you want, when you want, no rules, no limits. And discipline? That sounds like structure, routine, sacrifice, like putting yourself in a cage. But that's a surface level view. When you look deeper, you realize something. The people who have the most freedom in life are the ones who've mastered discipline. Think about it. The person with financial freedom is usually the one who practiced discipline with their spending, saving and investing. The person with a strong, healthy body is the one who was disciplined about their diet and exercise, not just once, but for years. The person who gets to choose how they work, where they live, and what they do, that person didn't get there by doing whatever they felt like every day. They built that freedom through discipline. When you live without discipline, it might feel like freedom for a while, sleeping in, skipping the work, saying yes to every distraction, but eventually it catches up. The debt piles up, the opportunities pass you by, your health fades, and suddenly you're not free at all. You're stuck. You're limited. You're reacting to life instead of creating it. Discipline, on the other hand, is what gives you control. It gives you the power to direct your life instead of letting circumstances do it for you. When you're disciplined with your time, you're not constantly overwhelmed. When you're disciplined with your habits, you're not always fixing problems, you're preventing them. When you're disciplined with your goals, you're not drifting, you're moving with purpose. It's not always fun, it's not always exciting, but discipline gives you something much more valuable than momentary pleasure. It gives you options. It gives you peace. It gives you freedom to live life on your terms. Because real freedom isn't about doing whatever you feel like. It's about having the ability to choose your path and the power to walk it. And that power comes from discipline. So to all of you here today, students, entrepreneurs, dreamers, doers, remember this. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be disciplined enough to keep improving. You don't have to go fast. You just have to not stop. And you don't need permission to be great, just the discipline to stay on the path. Discipline is not one part of success. It is the foundation. Without it, nothing stands. Thank you.